Hi everyone, welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Here we are, back in the garage, just having a quick look at the old Cobra. She's looking good with the work we did on her front engine. Sorry, front engine? The engine and the front suspension. What we might do if we clear this job out is just work on the back suspension this time. So here we have our job right here. It's a Volkswagen Golf 7 GT and it's hard to control, so we got the sway bar rear end links need to be replaced. General running gear and control and repair, so I've been working through this, so I've been working through the front suspension, a number of things that we need to get sorted. Suspension rattling, again a couple of things that I've seen and sorted. I've done the check, so I've done a test drive, I've done the rolling road, I've done the various checks that we have, the tests and stuff, and this is what the results have been. Also loud exhaust, which I changed the manifold on the front exhaust section. I didn't show you everything because I thought you wouldn't be interested, but let's get that done, and then we might do some work on the back on the Cobra. So you can see that the red in there. That's the wheel bearing in there, which is having an issue. Now this job is well, we only need to get up to 62%, which is a bonus. So let's get that front axle out, and then we can get that wheel bearing out. Let's get that replaced straight away. Wheel bearing, there we go, lovely job. Yep, so I hope you guys are still playing along. I hope you still enjoy this game. As I say, it's one of those games that I pick up every now and then when I get a spare half hour to pick up and run with. Where's the tools? Here we go. You can see we are up to level 27, and this is what we have purchased. So we've got level 3 faster installing and removing parts, level 5 repair, level 3 inspection, and a second level discount. What we really need to do is hit level 30, then we can unlock the other part of the garage, and once we unlock that we get spray painting, we'll get a welder I believe, and we can do some more tuning and that kind of thing, and a third lift, which would be quite exciting. So we're only a couple of levels away from getting that, and once we get that we'll be able to work on the bodywork of these cars and really get them in a good position. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I will try and grind away and get that done pretty quickly. Right, so we've got sway bar front end. Let's have a look at this suspension. I thought I replaced that actually. Oh, and it's because I hadn't... Oh, that's what I was doing. I was doing the... I was just coming over here to do the shock absorbers. So I bought the new parts. I just need to build 2 new front shock absorbers and get those installed. Now, lovely high-tech bit of kit here, but you know, it does the job, so there's no point getting something fancy when this does the job perfectly. Right, there's my 2 shock absorbers. Let's get this in here. And then we should have the sway bar link. Where's that? There it is. I got a new one of those. We might need... Did we do the other side? We must have, because we took the... Oh, we'll need another one of those then. We'll need another sway bar link for defo, because the other 2 are pretty much knacked, and they were the Type A's. So let's get a quick Type A sway bar, and we are good to go. Good, right, they want to put the wheel on, but we're not going to worry about that just yet. Let's have a look at the inspection parts. That's all yellow. Check the front wheel hub. That's all yellow, which is okay in this situation. They're not looking for miracles, so that's all okay. They're all relatively okay. That's looking okay. I'm quite happy with that. Right, let's have a quick look at the... That's the rear. We haven't looked at the rear yet. Rubber bushing. Now that could be bloody anywhere, but it could be also one of these components back here. You can see all the red on the back suspension, which we need to work on. Rubber bushing, yeah. Small rubber bushing. Part not discovered. Sway bar rear. wheel hub bearing. Okay, we got some stuff down here. Right, absorber cap on the rear. Okay, so that's looking more and more likely that it's all on the rear of the car. So let's move over here. First of all, let's get the wheels off. It gives us a little bit more room to have a look around the contraption. Right, let's get this taken apart. With that off, we should be able to get this off. Yes. And when it comes to these jobs now, I've stopped putting, when it's something like a rubber bush, I've stopped putting that back if it's like reasonably okay. Especially for story missions, I just replace with a brand new one because it's just not worth the hassle of whether or not the computer will register it. So, oh, that small rubber bushing was only 10%. Look at that. That's pretty much nacked. That was all okay, but we need to get that out of that's 73, so that'd be okay. I don't know how we're gonna get. This looks red. Yeah, I thought so. Just by the state of it, with all the rust, it looked like it wasn't going to be in a great condition. You can see those two rubber bushings need to be replaced, so we'll get those replaced straight away. So I think I may have one or two left on me. Oh, I don't. I sold them all. Damn. Right, let's get a swathe of bushes. We'll get some small ones. We need some small ones for the other suspension parts as well. And this just stops us having to worry about it, whether or not it will register that it's been fixed. Yeah, the missions, the actual story missions, they can be incredibly frustrating, especially if you put back, say you got 4 of these bushes here, 3 of them are 82% and 1 of them is 10%. You replace, sometimes you have to take them all out to remove the part, then you put them back in, and if you don't put the right bush at 83% in the right or its original place, then that will register it that it hasn't been repaired, and that can be frustrating as well. Right, those two look okay. Those two are yellow and look okay. Right, we're gonna have to take this hub apart by the looks of it. I can't remember. I'm guessing that this needs to come off to get that part out. Oh, the hub needs to come out. Oh, the hub was, the bearing was knacked as well. So that's the knuckle housing A. We'll just put that on the list. Things that we need. Oh no, that does need to come off apparently. So that needs to come out. Oh god. Oh, what a complicated way of doing things. Good. Right, let's have a quick look at that. It's saying that sway bar is 72. Let's have a look on this side. What we got over here? Okay, we've got this little sway bar end link. Ah, was that what needed to be potentially looked at? Let's get that added so I don't forget that, and let's remove that. Oh, we've got to take the wheel off for that, really? We can get in behind it. Well, I suppose we need the weight off. Okay. Let's quickly go back to this. What can we see? Let's check out this hub and everything and see if this is okay. That looks okay. Yeah, that looks... Obviously, it's not great. It's yellow, which is perfectly acceptable for the standard we're working to on this repair. Okay, I'm reasonably happy with that. Reasonably happy with that. Right, let's... there will be a number of things... Let's come out of that. A number of things I didn't actually put on the list. So we'll need a rear wheel hub. Can we add it? Well, sadly you can't right-click and add it to the list here. We need a bearing, a wheel hub, a sway bar end link. Oh, those two are on the thing. That rear suspension arm looks to be okay, actually. I think we'll get away with that. Yeah, we need the knuckle. It's a rear knuckle A. Rear knuckle A housing. That's the kitty, and a... Oh, not a saw, a sway. One of those babies. We needed, put that away now, a hub, bearing, and we also needed a rear wheel hub. Lovely. Right, let's start the rebuild and see how that goes. I don't know why we're stuck there for some reason. There we go. This camera is a bit finicky at times, but we'll work with it. You know, that's all we can do. What was the... I'm just going to put a brand new one in there. It's not even worth the hassle. 75, and we'll put some new bearing bushes in there. Just because, as I say, you might not get the right ones back in. We need a rear shock absorber A. That's something I didn't get. Shoo-ba-doo-doo. Rear shock absorber A. And get this one in. Tie the upper... rear upper suspension arm we need to get. Okay. Rear upper suspension arm. Again, if I'd have been paying attention when they were all highlighted red, I could just right-click them and add them to the shopping list. But it's a habit I've got to get into. I'm terrible at it. I really am. We probably need 2 of those then. I just realised I got one for the other side, but didn't realise I needed one on this side as well. Okay, a rear suspension arm A. Okay, we need one of those as well. If I put the arm there, oh god, wow. Oh wow, I've not ever used one of these. These must be interesting. Rear suspension arm, we'll need one of those, and we also need another one of those. Well, I remember. Which is probably only briefly, because you know how bad my memory is. Right, let's put the rear wheel hub up. We'll put the new one in. Hubble, did I say? The rear wheel hub, and then the bearing. Lovely. Brake disc was okay. Brake pads are okay. And that's just about okay. So the reason I'm doing them one at a time is because, again, if I get them the wrong way around, it can sometimes cause some issues with the computer not registering it properly. So I don't do it. I do it one at a time. It's just so much more simple when it comes to the mission style jobs. Oh, we need a rear spring. Do we need a rear top as well? I should imagine. Rear spring and a rear topper. Lovely. Or cap, as they call them. I'll make up my own names as I go along. Grand. So that is that side done. Let's stick the old wheel on. Lovely. Check on the other side. What do we need to build up over here? Yes, we need to replace this. And right, let's have a quick check on where we are. So the sway bar rear end link has been done. We still have 2 rubber bushing. Okay. Below 62%, I'm guessing. Oh god, it's always rubber bushings you end up trying to hunt out. Right, okay. Now I'm guessing it's going to be one of these, is it? It's normally 64%, that should be okay. That's 73%. See, it all looks okay. Let's come over here. These are all new bushings, so maybe it's at the front. No, wait, hang on a second. What were these ones on up here? They were 63%. Well, let's replace those and see if these are the ones they're referring to. I'll put a new one in there. No, it's still showing as 2 on there, but I seem to do these jobs and they seem to be going reasonably well. And then I get to the end, and there's always like one... Oh, there it is there, look. One rubber bushing or something, which I cannot locate. And you end up taking everything apart, and you find out it's just one that's gone in. It's like 99% rather than 100% or something like that. Or, as I said earlier, you've put it back and it's in the wrong... something like this would have 3 bushes, as you saw. So you could put it into the wrong... back into the wrong position and it wouldn't like it. That is all looking good. A nice profit of $8,884. Ka-ching. Oh, hang on. Oh, I haven't put the wheels back. Yeah, okay. That's a fair cop. I'll put the wheels back on then. Yeah. Yeah. You take a car into the garage. You do expect to be able to drive it away and not say it's done. It's on the ramp, and we've got no wheels on it, but it's done. That's you know, I can't argue with that. That's a fair shout. So we'll get these added. And last one. Nice. Good, right. That should be golden. Turbocharger is missing. Is it? Oh my goodness. You see, this is the thing you should never do is when you're playing these games is never stop to take a break and then look to record a video, because you forget what you started to do. So I forgot I replaced that, and I hadn't quite finished when I pressed record. So then we've got to go back to revisit this. So this, you know, this would be a hell of a lawsuit for me. But never mind. Thankfully, I've got a quality assurance manager who will check all these things for me. Have I missed anything else? No. Good. And we just got an achievement. More money. More problems, as they say. Right, we are 21,769 XPs. So we are only 500 XPs from level 28, which should be quite exciting. Let's sell all our junk in here. Yeah, we've got some bushes. I'm going to get rid of these. I know what I said earlier, but really, for bushes, it's not really worth it. Right. Now, what we're going to hopefully do is look to rebuild the rear suspension of our Cobra here. That is the plan for today, which should be super good and fun. Where on earth do we start? Well, we start... Oh, actually, hang on. Let's clear that, and then let's add that. So we'll start with that. We'll add a fuel tank as well. Then we'll go from there, I suppose. So if we have a look at the suspension. Oh, is it? Would it be suspension? We'll put it under all. So it's the leaf spring rear axle. We need a fuel tank as well. That's probably under miscellaneous or something. Fuel tank, there we go. Just standard fuel tank, apparently. Everything uses the same fuel tank, which is fine. We know where it's coming from. And we'll shove the old fuel tank in there. Lovely. We'll get those added. We'll get the knuckles added. We'll get those shock absorbers added. And we'll get the drive shaft added. Obviously we've got a fuel pump as well, so that's fine. So it's that fuel pump. That's the one we need. We'll go back to all, and if we get the old leaf up, we get the leaf spring. Let's get 2 of those. We're probably going to need these leaf spring U-belts in, aren't we? So let's get 4 of those. Oops. Bit of overkill there. 2 of those. And let's get rear shock absorber Bs. We'll get 2 of them. And a drive shaft. Any old drive shaft? I guess so. Any old drive shaft will do. Right. Phase 2 or 3. I didn't get those, did I? Did I add those to the... Oh, they didn't add to the shopping list, which is a bit of a thing. Now, what was it? It was a rear axle knuckle housing B. Lovely. Those are ones you don't want to... Oh, I'm getting a weird sensation of all the sound being in one ear. It's just the way I was standing with the... obviously the noise is coming from the garage doors. Really squeaky shoes. One of those things you notice when you're in a garage on your own for hours, you know. Let's get that added in. Let's get that added in. Oh, we need some more bushes. That's fine. Yep, there's that leaf spring I thought we'd need. Nice. So we need wheel hub 4s. We'll get that added. We'll get the shocks in. Put the drive shaft in. Oh, this is coming together nicely. Nice. Let's see what we can build on this side. I'm thinking we probably won't have the rubber bushes to complete this, but you never know. Let's get that in, and oh no, we're one short by the looks of it. That's a thing. Right, we can get the fuel pump in as we're here. Good. So these are wheel hub Ds. I could probably just remember that. That's fine. Oh wait, what were they? Wheel hub 4s. Where'd I get D from? Goodness me, I think my brain is slowly unraveling right in front of you, which is it's no surprise really, but it's amazing I've lasted this long. But here we have it, the decline of Taff and Exile. It's always bound to happen. Recorded on YouTube for posterity. Lovely. Right, so we need solid drive axles and oh, they're drum brakes. Okay, I know what we need then. So, brakes wise, we'll need 2 of these. We'll need 2 of these. And we'll need 2 of these. And we'll also need the solid rear axles. I can't spell axle, so that's not helping in the search function. Right, the solid rear drive axle, axles, oh, I can't even speak now. Right, let's get that added. Nice. Get that on. Brake shoes on. Drums on. Nice. Whoa. I don't even think we've got wheels, have we? No, we don't have wheels. Let's get this leaf plate on and the actual U-bolts on. Because if we can get some wheels on it, we could maybe... Hang on, I can't remember what the rest of the state of it is, but she should be able to drive. Which might be a thing. We can give her a little test drive, see how she is. If the camera will play ball, there we go. Lovely, thank you. Welcome to the party. And that one. And that one. Nice. Right. So race tyre Bs and their rim Typhoons. Race tyre Bs. Oh, but what? We don't know what the that's the thing. We don't know what the rim size should be. Do we? We know they're Typhoons. So where are the Typhoons? Rim Typhoons. So we can. Now the Cobra isn't a massive car, is it? Are they 16s? Oh, that'd be ridiculous. You can go all the way down, but so that was selecting a basic one of 16. So we'll go for 16s. And if we have a look at the race tyre Bs, so we need 4 of these, 16. I don't know. Let's get those on and see how she drives with those. Let's get these added. Race one, oh race, is they Racer one? Racer one, yeah. Right, let's get that on the old balance machine. Just took a punt on these wheels, and then potentially we could, with the rear suspension in place. Got to make sure we've got oil in the system. We can take her out for a spin. And I think that would be a little bit gratifying, wouldn't it, if we could take her out for the first drive since her engine rebuild. Yes, very good indeed. Yeah, just trying to think of anything else we need. I think we'll be okay. Let's get that one on, and we can look to get these tyres added. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. As soon as we can get that body fixed, the sooner we can really start to sell this for some nice monies. Right, let's get this on. Oh. Actually, let's just drop that down a level, and we'll just check the oil while that wheel is balancing. Nah, there's no oil in it, so it's a good job we we checked this. We didn't want to wreck it straight away. Put in the there we go. Congeal virgin's blood. Lovely. I'm stuck on the wheel. Let me go. It wouldn't let me go. Like a little clingy child. But we get this wheel on, and I just need to do a quick check of the interior to make sure we have a steering wheel, and yeah, we don't have a steering wheel. Ace. I thought I probably bought one. I probably ditched it along the way. Let's stick that back there for a second. Doesn't have a door as well, but that kind of a chair. Okay, let's potentially look at what kind of upholstery we want to put in here. So we want a couple of here we go. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Maybe a classic leather. Let's have a look at the steering. Oh, maybe a classic. Yeah, let's go for a classic wooden steering wheel. If we don't like it, we can always take it out. And we're going to get two. I'm going to get those two classic leather chairs. Those. Yeah, I'm going to get two of those. That one. Is it that one? No, hang on. Go back. Go back. That one. That one, even. No? There we go. Oh my goodness. Find your way through the menu options to get there. Right. There we go. Okay, so we're still missing bits, but I think those leathers... I'm not so sure now that I see them. But there's not much knee room. But let's see if we can take her out for a spin. Okay, here she is. Doesn't she look semi-beautiful? The engine looks amazing. The wheels I like. The seats I'm not so sure on. The wheel is not too bad. Kind of fits it. But the suspension all looks nice and everything. So, let's listen. See how she sounds. Oh, she goes. She sounds good. Whoa! Her handling's a bit... Whoa! It's a little bit interesting. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, she's a little bit interesting, to be honest. When it comes to... Whoa! Hello. Whoa! Whoa! Twitch. She's a little bit twitchy. Oh, hello. We almost... They're shooting into the Armco. Brakes aren't too hot either. That could be the age of the vehicle, of course. Or the driver. Let's not discount that at all. It's probably 99% driver's fault and 1% car's fault. But yeah, we should get a nice green board as this comes back now. Yeah, green across the board. Everything is looking fantastic. Good. Well, there she is. She is looking glorious. So we'll just shove her back on the second lift there. We're happy with that, and we'll leave it there for another episode, guys. So we are only a few level 30, so we're only 2 and a bit levels away, because we're almost ready to tick over to level 28 before we can get our fully upgraded garage with a third lifter the spray paint and the body repair stuff. So yeah, that should get us back into a position where we're golden and we can get this looking as splendid as she really does deserve. We'll play around with some colours as well and see which paint job really brings her real shine and pizzazz to the market. So yeah, and obviously we can then add things like bumpers and headlights and that kind of stuff. Okay then, so we'll leave it there then, guys, for 1 week. That's been pretty good. Just to give you a quick update on how we're going in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. And how, especially our project car, the Shelby Cobra, is coming on, which is good news all around. I'm sure you'll agree. Right, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Remember, share, like, all that kind of jazz, and I'll see you next time in more Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. I'll see you then.